Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Legacy Minerva Deluxe Class, and you can see her there in front of her box. We'll take that and put it off to the side, because yeah, the box, which is, yeah, you can see Minerva there in her vehicle mode, your Legacy and Deluxe Class and Minerva there, and Transformers and Generations, Tacoma and Hasbro. You got Legacy up there, and you've got the cardboard thing for that instead of the plastic one. Over here you got some nice artwork of Minerva in a robot mode. On this side you have the line white artwork. On the bottom here you have manufacturing and what's included and all that stuff. And on the back you have, well, of course, product shots and warnings and more copyrights and all that. Yes, you also have instructions for Minerva, because pretty straightforward, but also she's a repaint of Elita-1, so there you go. Arguably, Elita-1 is one of those weird, what people call pre-paints or whatever. Pre-tools, pre-paints, whatever. Anyway, you got Minerva. She is the Autobot from Victory. Well, actually not from Victory. She's from, was it Headmasters or was it Master Force? I don't remember which one now. Regardless, anyway, which way. She was in one of the Japanese only ones. And here she is, yes, and getting the American release. Because, yes, this was a Walgreens exclusive as well. Except for the handful of people who were, at least in the US, except for the handful of people like me who were able to get it before sold out off Pulse. Yeah, you can see her there. She has got the white and red helmet with the black antenna, orange face, blue eyes. You got the red and white go all throughout. You got some blue there. You got some red thighs and white shins and red feet. So you got the white and gray there on the arms. You got the backpack, which, you got the little hood, shoulder pauldron things, and that's all that stuff kind of compressed down. And yeah, one could argue, yeah, very much this is this mold was very much intended for Minerva. Just also got an Elita-1 as the main line because I don't know reasons. Regardless, it really looks good, and as much as I like the Elita-1, I think Minerva here pulls the mold. It holds makes the mold look better overall. I feel just looks generally really good, and it's somewhat accurate to her G1 self. Just though the G1 cartoon stuff had much more feminine thought, like legs down here and whatnot, but it looks really good overall, and I just really like this one. It's really, I think, a good looking figure overall. She of course has her weapons, which one is entirely clear plastic and the other one is also clear plastic but painted in black, and she can of course hold both of those no problem, just like that. And yep, hold these no problem. Pretty straightforward, and of course, if you really want to, you can peg one to the other. There's a peg hole, peg and peg holes right there, so she can do that, I guess. Although that looks kind of weird. But yeah, you can do that, and yeah, looks really nice. I really like this one a lot, and the only problem, of course, is Walgreens exclusive. So yeah, good luck getting her anytime soon. Because apparently they're just still a bunch of Walgreens. They're still filled with red alerts from Kingdom. So yeah, it's one of those things where they'll probably get her eventually, but it's gonna be some time. And there's some hair there. It's still there. Wait, that's not a hair. That's like, oh boy, that's plastic stringy stuff. Oh boy. Anyway, looks really nice. Yeah, articulation head is on a ball joint. You got left and right, up and down, bit of side to side, although kind of resistant. And yeah, she's not a headmaster. You can pull the head off though, but it's not a headmaster. So that's unfortunate, no doubt, because there's a Minerva, I think, in the Legends. Which one was that? I can't remember if that was released as part of the set or was an individual release. But the Minerva head in the Transformers Legends from Takara. So no doubt someone's going to do something to basically turn it so you can make this into a headmaster using that head if you want. Almost certainly someone's going to do that because it is, I believe, just a ball joint. It wouldn't take too much. Although I believe the way those work, the ball joint's inside the head, so you have to take this. Yeah, someone's going to figure it out though. I'm pretty sure someone's going to figure out how to do it. So if that upsets you, you might have to be willing to spend some money and do some work. But yeah, you can just say it's Victory Minerva. She lost the headmaster thing. No big deal. You got shoulders, which can theoretically do full 360 except for the backpack. Outward, got that far. You have a bicep swivel. Got elbows, which go a little more over 90 degrees. You do have wrist swivels. You can see that. Waist swivel, of course. slightly hindered, but, you know, pushes the backpack out of the way, no problem. Hips can go forward that far, then go back that far, outward about that far. Got a thigh swivel right there. Knees, 90 degrees, and ankles, which they still have the thing that the Elita-1 had, which is they kind of want to click right there, so it's kind of it's hard to get anything between here and here, but it's doable. You just gotta be willing to work for it. I also mind this one, for whatever reason, Minerva's feet sometimes get stuck a little bit partway through when you're trying to, you have a lot of ankle tilt. So there you go. Looks great. The only thing I would say is also the backpack. It's supposed to tab in here, but it doesn't tab in super securely, so it just kind of, it's easy for it to dislodge, but because of gravity, will happily rest back in there itself. It's a slot anyway, so there you go. In real quick comparison, stand properly. There we go. Here she is with Elita-1 from Legacy. Again, Elita-1 looks great, but I think Minerva just wears the mold better. I think possibly the head size might have something to do with it. I don't know. Just it's something, I don't know, something I can't explain, but Minerva just looks better. Maybe it's just the whole newness, and maybe just, ooh, look, Minerva, character we don't really get much in the US. And there you go. And just for the sake of it, she is with Thrilling 30 Nightbeat, just because, well, this could have been turned in Minerva, and they didn't. Thrilling 30 Nightbeat with a headmaster upgrade. Yay. Said Takar turned him into Ghost Shooter. Not yeah. Yeah. I like the mold. I like this character a lot. Anyway, well, I don't know anything about much of the character, but I do like the toy a lot. Anyway, transformation. Take the guns out, of course. Put this off to the side. Now, take that. No way. Well, first thing you want to do is untab the backpack and move this up like this and unfold this piece right there. And move that up so you can then bring these parts down. And I know on this side, this thing likes to come undone out of the thing. This, like on the swivel, likes to undo itself. So I don't know if that's going to be a common issue or what, but go ahead and bring these down and tab this into the side right here. And bring this down and then tab it into the side right there. Make sure it's all squared away. Then go ahead and take the arms here, rotate them inward 90 degrees, and then rotate the fists out 90 degrees. And then rotate the waist 180 degrees, and then go ahead and bring this back down like this. And the arms here will go over these tabs right here, and there's the tab on the back of the arm, which will go up on that little bit right there. Hopefully it'll cooperate and do that. Do the same thing on this side. Bring this out, tab that in, tab it in, right there. So now here you want to go ahead and bring these pieces up and out. Don't drop it. Bring that up and out, and then tab the legs together right there at the knee, just below the knees. And then on these hinges, bring these out and bring them around, and then this tab will go into a slot here, and this will kind of go over top of this, and this will tab in right there. It's that, like that. Bring this around, tab that in, and then of course bring the feet around like this to cover up all that stuff. And these feet now are a little looser than Elita-1's, but there you go. There's Minerva in her vehicle mode. Yeah, Minerva. She's a nice little compact little sports car looking thing. And again, I feel like this wears it better the mold better than Elita-1 did. And I just discovered that these are actually kind of loose on Elita-1 too. So that's a kind of ridiculous thing to say. But yeah, I think it wears the colors generally better. It's nice whites and reds. And you got this, light bar up here. Nice blue cockpit type thing, black tires, but you guys red striping all the way down. You got some red spoiler, Autobot symbol. No red cross symbols because again, they can't do that anymore. That's kind of a frowned upon nowadays. Fortunately, you got the head just kind of chilling out there. Can't even really twist it around without it banging into stuff up there, so that's unfortunate. But, less of a shell former than a lot of fembots, but still a lot of the car is just, backpack. mean, this is backpack, shoulder pauldrons, and I guess that's part of the leg, so that's something in the arms. So there's something there, at least. But yeah, a large chunk of this is just all backpack and down the center. And she does roll pretty well, so that's something. That's nice. And, of course, the guns here can either, you know, you do the whole thing where you just, you know, peg them on the sides here, like that. Or, of course, peg the guns together and plug them in right here on the light bar, which has a tendency to, you know, come up with it. But yeah, you get all that. Works pretty well. And yeah, I think it looks just generally is better than the Elita-1. As much as I like the Elita-1 mold, I think this is just, I think, a better wearing of it. Speaking of, here she is with Elita-1. Again, I think largely you can see, like, this stuff kind of looks a little weird. This feels more streamlined. Like, it's like this is visually kind of busy up front, so it kind of sometimes looks a little odd. But this one, I feel like, yeah, just kind of, this is why it wears the mold better. Kind of almost looks like, well, squished up Porsche, which is why, you know, I can see why a lot of people would assume that Minerva was who the mold was intended for, and Elita was just, well, now they have an exclusive to give to Walgreens. And also here she is with Nightbeat, generate 33 Nightbeat. So again, this could have been a Minerva, but they didn't do that. So there you go. Yeah, you can see that. There you go. So I would say Minerva is worth it. However, the problem, of course, is getting her in the U.S. Again, she's Walgreens exclusive, not Walmart, Walgreens. Which means there's a good chance you won't see her at Walgreens for a very long time. She popped up at Pulse recently, but sold out pretty quickly. So it's either you're going to be going to Walgreens, hunting at Walgreens, hoping for it to restock at Pulse, or paying way too much money for people who bought it elsewhere. Because in other parts of the world, she's just general retail. So, yay. Worth it if you can find her, but definitely don't overpay. Definitely don't overpay for her, but she is worth it if you can find her. I think between her and Elita-1, I think she's the better version of the mold, but Elita-1's still pretty good in her own right. So, yeah, worth it if you can find her, but I would not overpay. Don't give in to scalpers, and hope just kind of basically be stalking Walgreens.com or going to your local Walgreens and hoping they can have them. Or hope for restock on Pulse. So, yeah. It's worth it if you can get her, though, at retail. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter at Nemesis Prime 1 and check out my Ko-fi and my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.